It's difficult for old people, man. All right.
Hey J Rock, what the fuck you got me smoking, man? I mean, I thought I was the motherfucking gas man.
I'm blowing gas, dancing on the gas. You can see me riding past, just blowing on the gas. Blowing gas, mashing on the gas. You can see me riding past, just blowing on the gas. I'm blowing gas, mashing on the gas. You can see me riding past, just blowing on the gas. Blowing gas, mashing on the gas. You can see me riding past, just blowing on the gas.
Hey, joints rolled up, spitting rhymes till I can't. Got a high ass tolerance, other cats may faint. Rolling up another doobie every time I go blank. Fall off with something I ain't, my color never go faint. Man, my mojo stay resistant, never put up a resistance. Get diminished in an instant, and it's nothing. That's what you get for bluffing. Keep it gully, and I love it. No matter where the joints are stuffing, then we puffing like a locomotive. Dividing the game like a potion. The whole notion's to make you quote it. That my chronic just potent. Spread it like a disease from overseas. You don't want none of these. We putting y'all brains on freeze. On that sour, yeah, we smoking at D's.
I'm blowing gas, dancing on the gas. You can see me riding past, just blowing on the gas. Blowing gas, mashing on the gas. You can see me riding past, just blowing on the gas. I'm blowing gas, mashing on the gas. You can see me riding past, just blowing on the gas. Blowing gas, mashing on the gas. You can see me riding past, just blowing on the gas. I'm blowing gas, counting cash, nigga, that's what I do. Hey, everyday nigga is a hustle in the fucking loop. You gotta stand up, be tall, nigga. Gotta come out, be raw, nigga. I'm smoking on the good shit, nigga. Wrap it up in the whole raw, nigga. We pack it up, we smoking out. At the house, we make it bounce, we get it poppin'. We gon' bop it, we gon' say, nigga, we ain't stopping. Everybody over here wanna top it. No, we're gonna go ahead and jock it. We smoking the good shit, nigga, and we make it hella profit. Ain't nothing gonna stop it. You can try to knock it, but I'm smoking all that good shit, nigga. You couldn't even top it till you stop it. I'ma tell your hoe to drop it while she pop it, nigga. Slap it, motherfucking grab it, nigga. I'm making it happen, nigga. I'm going good. Got good habit, I'm blowing good. I wish you would try to fuck with me. Come in my neighborhood, I'm blowing good. I'm riding on gas, I'm flying on pass on your ass. I'm laughing at you. What you wanna do? Hey, I'm blowing gas, dancing on the gas. You can see me riding past, just blowing on the gas. Blowing gas, mashing on the gas. You can see me riding past, just blowing on the gas. I'm blowing gas, mashing on the gas. You can see me riding past, just blowing on the gas. Blowing gas, mashing on the gas. You can see me riding past, just blowing on the gas.
Can't come here. Yeah. Excuse us. We live. But we here. We gonna try to do an intro. This is our first official episode, talk session in the nest. Doc Dillinger, Tony Smoke. Yeah. So tap in. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to Talk Session in the Nest for the first time, where the conversation hits different and the vibe stay elevated. I'm your host, Doc Dillinger, and I'm Tony Smoke. And together, we're bringing the real talk, no filters, bringing it down, culture, community, cannabis, and everything in between.
Okay, this is a space. Well, this is the space where voices man, see, I don't. This is the space where voices get heard and stories get told and perspectives get challenged. Understand that we're gonna be challenging perspective. You know what I'm saying? Authentic energy. We always authentic. You've seen this before. You know what I'm saying? Real experience and conversation that actually matters. We're gonna talk about that real shit, not that bullshit. And there you go.
So, whether you're here to learn, vent, laugh, or grow, you're in the right place.
Roll something up, lock in, and let's get into
Talk sesh in the nest. All right.
We gonna get better at that.
Yeah, we absolutely will get better at that. By week 17, we'll have it down. Don't worry. So, today topics we're gonna break back into the family blueprint. Okay. the family blueprint covers the curses and the challenges and obstacles placed on us from past generations, people that taught us how to be people, gave you your personality or your way of being. So what do you think about generational curses?
Uh, Me personally, I mean, recently, I guess in the last couple of years, I started paying attention to it with all of this woke stuff going on and all of that. Um, I mean, I see it. I believe some of them are helpful, and I believe some of them are trauma and cursing. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what you didn't kind of experience or how you have chose to use what you experienced. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe that it is. Some have taken that and made themselves stronger, and some have taken that and turned it into trauma that they have to get over or get through. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just depending, like I said, depending on how it affected you, how it made you, how you use it.
Yeah, I like the way, first you have to recognize. Then once you recognize certain patterns or behaviors, it's on you to decide to copy, mimic, continue, or make a change. One thing I want to try to dig to is what generational curses do we deal with? Me and you. For my family, I would say we have bad attitude. That runs in my family, real. That's a generational curse. And that started last generation. Because my grandma was the sweetest woman on this earth. So I don't know how all her daughters is evil as hell. I'm sorry. My aunties. But my cousins definitely are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From what I recognize, and it was really around so I have to really say it was a generational curse because my grandmother's sisters have that attitude. I didn't see it in my grandmother, but her sisters had it. So I have to assume maybe mama or aunties had it at a degree. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I know my grandma's daughters have it. Her granddaughters have it.
Right.
The grandsons, whew, it's something wrong with all the grandsons. It's something, all of the grandsons in my family are all strange in a different way. Like a couple of them been to prison. One of them is just like super eccentric. I'm the showman, you know what I'm saying? I'm always out and blah blah. Look at me. I got another cousin who's he's the copycat. He's gonna do whatever the cousin with him is doing. You know what I'm saying? If you're a rapper, he's gonna be a rapper today.
Right.
So we like the men in my family, we are messed up in a way that's different from, you know what I'm saying? We don't necessarily have the attitude per se, but we are all like, we can't be normal. If that's the thing. That's a generational curse I think we deal with on my mother's side of the family. Right. So what about you having?
I'm trying. I've been sitting here trying to think of some. I mean, I know it's probably some, but like to me, my family kind of complicated, man. It's generational curses, but it's like it's spread out. Like a few over here got these curses, a few over here got these curses. You know what I'm saying? And attitude is one for sure. You know what I'm saying? That is one. And that seems to me to run in a lot better. Those attitudes like that. But I mean, it did come from a time where, you know what I'm saying? Your attitude, you was mad about shit all the time. I mean, motherfuckers that was back in the day, they had a lot to be mad about. You know what I'm saying? A lot.
But on the contrary, we didn't in my family per se.
Oh, for real?
Because the way, I mean, I didn't say how they were brought up, but the family dynamic, the way it's structured, come on, man. Nah, No, come on. It's people choose to be miserable.
I mean, yeah. But I mean, I'm gonna say, like, okay, when you go into generational curses and attitudes and stuff, I'm gonna say environment played a lot of part in that. You know what I'm saying? So having to deal with the racism, the thickness of the racism back then, you know what I'm saying? No, those attitudes are going to carry on. You know what I'm saying? And all the just the different day-to-day shit that they gotta go through just to be and coming home, those attitudes are gonna be instilled. So motherfucker, attitude is gonna be a generational curse. That's the way I kind of see it. But that's what, like I say, that's what kind of kills me because you got in some places these broke. It was some kid that was like, I ain't gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be happy. Do well, you know what I'm saying? And change the shit from the jump. But like, I mean, you got a lot of shit that stems like if you want to look at it, slavery and all of that type of shit, we got a lot of shit that can stem from that shit. You know what I'm saying? And if they want to go into it, it wasn't, we can talk about slavery, and in no way am I comparing any history to slavery or anything, but every race had their own. Right.
I mean, no. America had slaves of every part. There were white slaves, there were Indian slaves, there were Asian slaves, there were a lot of black slaves, but slavery was the way people say the prison system is, that's exactly what slavery was. You got caught doing some shit you wasn't supposed to do, or you got caught in a certain caste level, and you were assigned to slavery. You know what I'm saying? Rather it be 10, 20 years, most time it was for life. It was ownership signed over. But a lot of people, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of people, but there were cases that people were in slavery for 20 years because that was their punishment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
and with those cases, those effects on generational curses come, you know what I'm saying? They tend to have attitudes and shit like that. But I mean, like, my bad. But see, and then you have other shit that's like, I mean, I don't know, man. Some shit I can't say. I don't know. Because it just depends. I don't know. Some shit developed, you know what I'm saying? And shit is always developing too. So a motherfucker can have a good life and somebody just come a naturally fucked up person. And they can create generational curses within that family and shit.
Wealthy, fucked up people.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's just fucked up people are all around. We can't just put that to, and then at the same time, more onto the subject of what we're saying, because you had to deal with something like slavery or abuse in your past or certain traumas, that doesn't mean you have to be a certain way.
Exactly.
It's your choice to be that way. So let's see what we got to break into the family blueprint a little bit. Patterns we learn, curses we carry, the difference between culture and condition, learned behaviors versus conscious choices, and normalize dysfunction. So the question is, how do people identify unhealthy patterns? And what's something people think is normal but isn't? Examples. I hear a lot of people who had to deal with abuse from their mother or father, like sexual.
From their mother or father?
Yes.
Hey, never been.
So,
haven't got
like, and then so for that person to think that that's a normal way of living, like the levels of shit they brain had to compute, like,
right.
How do you think that's normal?
Well, I'll say that I don't think people think it's normal. I think,
well, not that to say, but how do you recognize patterns like that? How do you recognize the patterns? and know that something needs to change.
I mean, yeah, just seeing it. I mean, like I said, I believe like something like that, like abuse. For me, I've always heard the uncle type of thing. It always was the uncle. But I think that that's what it was. I think people recognized that it was bad, but they was fearful to speak up and change. But I believe that once they did speak up, like to their friends and stuff like that, because like I said, I heard the uncle, and there was a point where I heard the uncle from a lot of females, from a lot of females.
Well, I didn't hear particularly the uncle, but getting into the age, especially now where everything's about the healing and getting over trauma, the number of women who have been physically abused.
Exactly. And that's, but see, that's what I'm saying. When I was younger, it was amazing to the fact that it became normalized. It wasn't looked at as normal, but
It's
it
like
became to the fact
so
where
you've been abused.
right. It became to a fact where it was like, okay, basically all y'all have been abused by
Right.
some shit. And it was started to be like jokes made about it and shit like that, where it got to be like normalized. Like it wasn't, if a girl told you that, it was like, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, you saying that to say what? Because every woman's been like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But and it's crazy that is something that is that widespread like that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's very crazy.
Because it's crazy, like, to like how you say how the question reads, or no, how let me get back to it. I'm so sorry. Because I'm look, learn behaviors, conscious choices, normalize dysfunction. That's the
Right.
point. Normalize dysfunction.
Right.
It got to a point to where I heard it so much to where I stopped feeling like when you hear something like that the first time, you like, oh my God, like I want to protect you forever. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like the 23rd time you hear it, it's like, oh, okay. So it became normalized dysfunction in my head to a degree where yeah, like you say, it's like every woman's been abused. Like, so what was your sob story? Like that's the part of society. So what do we do? What's the address? So anybody who might be going through that type of abuse or needing to recognize it. I mean, first of all, I say when people tell you not to say nothing, not to say nothing. No, that's the
Say
that's
something. Yeah,
always.
say something loudly.
Um,
But at the same time, I mean, like I say, I don't think that it's something that's looked at as normal. I think that when people sin, it's just that it's been normalized. Like the next step is like, what can you do? And it's like, it's so overwhelming. It's like, what's the step to take to do anything? It's so fucking overwhelming. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you stop
when
something?
you talk
like
about
that?
like a young child, a 7-year-old girl, a 8-year-old, even boys can be sexually abused.
Yes.
You talk about a young child. I mean,
dude, this gay now because of that type of shit. And man, it's just like I said, it's crazy.
you know what I mean? Like you can't, like a 7-year-old don't really know right from wrong to say I can't do this.
Right.
But when it comes to I have to like, so here's the breakdown. It's a whole little level to it. So you talking about 13, 14, 15, 16. If they can have a cell phone and be able to walk to the store by themselves or babysit their little cousin, you know what I'm saying? They can order DoorDash. They can say no to somebody trying to sexually abuse.
Yeah.
They have to have the mental capacity at this level.
I mean, but they do have the mental capacity to say no. but do they have a mental capacity to not be manipulated or?
Manipulation is another thing.
But that's what I'm saying. That's usually how a lot of it has occurred. Like it's been, because what it is it's like they'll force, like, and I've heard this a lot, they'll force themselves on the girl and then turn around and tell the girl, I'm gonna tell your mother or something like that, that you did this. And she so scared that she don't say anything.
Again, at 13, 14, 15.
And a lot of us start younger than that.
Okay, that's what I said. Younger than that, we in a different ballpark.
But 13, right? But I'm saying
different. You a 10-year-old. This
right.
Whoever abused just needs to be taken out back and shot.
Yes, most definitely.
That's a different ballpark. We can't even do nothing but try to save that. But I'm saying 12, 13, 14. If it's been done to you, to not say nothing, we have to. This is the point I'm trying to make, is we have to break this into your head.
Right. That there is no right.
Say something.
Right? There is nothing that they should be saying to make you not say
There's
something.
no way that
exactly.
Right.
You should not be scared to tell your parent. Your parents is not gonna say it's your fault. No kind of fucking
right.
way.
You won't be blamed for. You will be helped. Hopefully, you will be helped.
Right.
And if you're not helped, go to somebody else. That's not the place you need to be. Head to a different type of help until you get the type of help that makes you feel comfortable in your world. That's what I would aim at. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Nobody else should be even able to tell you that you're healed. Or like if you go through the Alcoholics Anonymous program, all right, you done with these 12 steps. You're not an alcoholic. Nobody should be able to tell you the end of your journey. So you should be able to be the one to say, okay, now I feel comfortable to, you know what I'm saying, breathe and be me or whatever the case may be.
Be honest with y'all. Happened to you because it didn't happen to.
I've been raped before.
Right?
I've been raped by a woman. And it was a different type of rape. And most people be like, that can't possible. I was shame raped. I was told, if you don't do this, I'm going to tell everybody that you scared of pussy.
Hey.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was
forced.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to do this now. So because if I go outside and you can tell everybody that, like, the girl I'm trying to get with don't. You know what I'm saying? I played 8 different stories in my head at that moment before, you know what I'm saying? It was just like.
And which is a form of like you said.
Right. The manipulation.
I mean, and I understand what people be thinking of, and but it's still a form of a person forcing you to do something that you didn't want to do.
Right.
And that's what it is.
Well, rape is a strong word. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that so like easily. But I was trying to get to say the point across.
Right. But yes, the whole point is that when you come, I mean, a lot of that, and that is a lot of where a lot of the trauma comes from too, because a lot of that is like the shame that they feel, and that's man or woman, just a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? The shame, the embarrassment, the fear, and all of that, and they hold on to that along with what happened to them. You know what I'm saying? And all of that can turn into a lot of stuff, and some women process it different.
I'm glad we come on the same points with the next segment. A lot of the same words we've been saying are in this next segment. So, breaking what we inherited, the cost of carrying it. Talking points are emotional, relational, and financial cost of cycles. Trauma passed through generations. Accountability versus blame. Question: What does it actually cost not to heal? Why is breaking cycles so uncomfortable? And how do you stop repeating what you saw growing up? You want to go first on that?
I think it. I would say it costs. I want to say health wise the most because some people take that and they can go into their shell and it'll make them focus on getting the fuck away from the situation or changing their selves, the image of their selves. You know what I'm saying? So much where they will go and hustle so hard, do something so hard, go to school, focus so good to get to a different level to like make that stigma cover up anything, you know what I'm saying? They can hide behind that, you know what I'm saying? But where they still going through it, but they can literally hide behind. So I forgot where I was going with that. The week. but oh, that's what I was saying. So even though they can make good accomplishments, even if they look like from the outside that they have accomplished so much, and a lot of people add that to the equivalent of doing well. You know what I'm saying? If you got money and shit, you riding around in a good car, people can look at you and be like, "Oh, you living that good life." You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no problem. When this motherfucker hurting his ass off on the inside, and eventually it's gonna tell because his body gonna break down and shit like that. That shit gonna start affecting your body. And that's why I say your health. That's what it costs you is your health and your well-being.
That was the cost of not healing. Andres,
Right.
why is breaking cycles so uncomfortable? Why breaking cycles so uncomfortable? I think that it would be the case with because you see, this is what you saw your mama do. This is what you saw your daddy do for so many years. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, me example. I grew up in a household where my father paid for everything. My mama had to pay her cell phone bill and feed me. My dad paid everything else: car notes, house notes, insurances, bill, whatever the fuck. So that's what I saw from my dad, who went to work on holidays. He'll work on Christmas. He'll work on. You good? He'll work on Christmas. He'll work on whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he worked during family times, overtime. If he had a chance to go to work and get more money, that's what my dad did. He didn't care if they called him at 2 a.m. I'm on the way. That's my dad. So for me I still got my first job at 14. That's what I saw my dad doing. So as soon as I can get a worker's permit, what the fuck was I doing?
Right.
Going to get a fucking job. Because that's what my daddy do. So for me to be at this age and to begin entrepreneurship, it was tough because I saw security. You know what I'm saying? I saw how you raise a family. I saw how, like, my dad, it was one time I needed like $3,500 for a school. Like, the books at school that year was like $3,500. I was like, damn, got to put the application in for the financial aid, blah, 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 blah. I think I went outside to talk on the phone for like 5 minutes, came back inside, and a stack of cash was on my dresser. Like,
Yeah.
Like, he didn't even leave the house. He had that shit. You know what I'm saying?
He understand.
Like, so this is what I see from having a job. So, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that it takes 3 years to successfully have a business, You know what I'm saying? The financial struggles of today's time, whether you dealing with whoever in office or whatever. So all these things stacked up. Shit, my last position, I made 62,000 a year after bonuses. So to walk away from a cush ass job, I had my own office in a bank. I sat back with my feet up all day doing. I could take off whenever the fuck. Like I'm leaving today. I'm not like
Right.
to walk up like to you know what I'm saying. Like
And what them TV jobs. I'm taking lunch right now. I'll be back.
right.
Yeah.
So it's I can see why it's uncomfortable to break cycles of what you saw
Yeah.
your parents, your uncles, your aunts, your grandparents do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can definitely see how it's uncomfortable to do that. That's something that
But see, that's crazy because like those cycles it's on one end, like you said, it's hard to break those cycles because you see that. But then on another hand, somebody can see, like he could have seen his father not doing that.
I don't know. He definitely saw his father do that.
Right.
His father,
okay.
yeah.
His father
Because
did
my
that.
daddy worked for Union Pacific from the day he got out of high school till the day he retired. My grandfather, his dad, worked at the post office from the day he got out of high school to the day he retired.
Yeah, straight out of high school. Damn.
And then I tried to get on at the railroad. My dad, he said, "No, you can't do this, son.
Yes. Go get your own.
Something else.
Go get your own 20 years.
Well, let me do something.
30, 40 years.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, because I saw shit. Your life is good. Let me get in on this motherfucker right quick. You like, so yeah, he did exactly what his daddy did, and I have to assume in some way that my grandpa did what his daddy did.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying though. Sometimes it worked the opposite way. You know what I'm saying? They see that and they be like, I ain't finna work that hard or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But
You know what it was for me? I was a financial advisor, so I saw every single day how much money is moving around in this, from left to right, back to left. By the end of the day,
right.
billions of dollars every single. I saw it from different angles. Every industry, every sector, oil, gas, healthcare, technology, whatever. Money's billions of dollars are being just swirling around every single day. So I had to what saw for me was I understood that going to that job, you calculate it. A job is a liability, first of all. You have to have clothes for this job. You have to pack a lunch for this job. You have to have a car to get to this job. When you get there, you're going to go to the vending machine 2 or 3 times out the day. You got to go out with your coworkers every now and then. Your job is an expense. If you have a job, that job, whatever they paying you, in order for them to pay you that amount, they have to make at least 5 times that amount off of you being there. Because they have to pay you. They got to pay for the building you in, your supplies. They got to pay for insurance. They got to pay for the food in the kitchen, the coffee maker. They got to pay for all the parties and shit.
And when you look around, it's 3 of you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So whatever it calculated, I'm producing X amount of dollars, making somebody else rich. So I just had to figure out how to make X amount of dollars straight for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a lot of it is information.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So seeing that's how I was like, man,
Especially nowadays. That's what it is. More
and
and more.
blessings.
Amen.
Because having a camera was the only way it happened. Somebody, shit, being able to, like, shit, that camera I made The minimum I charge is $75 an hour. And I'm not even so it's photographers that don't move for less than $150. That's yeah, that was good. That was a blessing. Yeah, that was a blessing for it. Last one, how do you stop repeating what you saw growing up?
By, I think, I guess by being conscious of it and knowing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Not just following what you see.
Okay, with tools for breaking cycles. All right, it's going right into it. I'll be happy with these topics when I get going, don't I? Yeah, all right. Topic. Action focus, self-awareness practices. I can't tell you too much about self-awareness except for read the book 48 Laws of Power. If you don't know a lot about yourself, that shit gonna tell you what you made of. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Tell you what you're doing and you don't even know you're doing.
It's gonna show you some shit about yourself. You're like, damn, diabolical. Boundaries with family. Woo. I'm a big advocate for once you're of adult age, and I don't say adult age is a certain number. Adult age is a mentality. Once you're of adult age, you create your own family. The people in your bloodline, they gotta earn their own spot with me. Just because we got the same blood through our veins don't really mean shit. You ain't gonna save me through a fire. So you gotta earn your spot back with me. My family is built. You one at a time. Rewriting identity. So the community and support. Questions. Where should someone start if they feel stuck? What habits help people stay free? And how do you deal with guilt when changing? Ooh, fuck the guilt. I'm just answering that right there. You're changing for you, so you just got just for you. If they not gonna like what you doing for you, I'm gonna tell you that nobody gonna like what you doing for you. So fuck the guilt. But you need me to repeat those questions?
Yeah.
Where should someone start if they feel stuck? And what habits help people stay free?
Now, if they feel stuck in what they journey to try to break the generational curse, I mean, go back to the beginning. If you have nobody to talk to about your journey or nothing like that, I would say look at why you started in the first place. To help you see how to go further, or at least push further until you see some light of why you're going further. And the next question was what else?
Oh shit! Yeah, give me a second. I went into. Yeah, you got it. I'm trying to share the live for so people can. You sound good. It's just I can caught me off guard with that. So I thought you was gonna talk a little bit more for a sec. Yeah, and he got me looking. Look at the share picture. Ain't that a bitch? Just like that. That's the one you choose to share. Of all moments you choose. Fuck y'all. Wait, I think I just unfollowed somebody on accident. Whoever I just unfollowed, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, I'll be doing that. I swear I'll be unfollowing, unfriending people all the time.
Yeah.
Motherfucker be like, how you doing? Hey man, it should be happening. I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that. All right. So the other question, what habits help people stay free?
Okay.
So the habits that help you stay free, I would suggest sticking to the script. You took some actions that got you down a certain point, you were moving, you were shaking. Stick to that script, you know what I'm saying? The one thing, like me going to the gym, I can go to the gym for 3 months straight. It only takes 2 days for me not to want to go to the gym for me to stop going to the gym. So,
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying? You gotta be on, like,
Dedicated.
you gotta know in your brain what you want and make it happen. Like,
every day.
I'll get up at 4 a.m. every day. Hell yeah, I would like to lay in that bed and just sit there and nah, I won't do it today. I gotta get up. The mission is to get up and go.
And I'm gonna tell you the truth about that too. It's like honestly, if you want it bad enough, you'll do it.
Yeah, you ain't even gotta push yourself.
Right, you'll do it.
Like, I gotta wait to get up and
If
go
you
do this
want it
shit.
bad enough, even if you don't, you know what I'm saying? Just like getting up and going to work. I know your ass don't want to get up and go to work every day, but you get up and take your ass to work.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. If you want it bad enough, you'll do it. If you're not doing it, you just don't want it bad enough, and you should. You lying to yourself about how bad you want it, or you just ain't putting enough action behind how bad you want it. You need to. Most definitely, it's all shit. That's what I learned. Most definitely, it's all shit that you put up there. I get that. You know what I'm saying? If I don't, it had to be something tragic, or I didn't want it.
All right. Well, it looks like personality can be inherited and survived. You believe that?
Yeah.
Well, let's break it down then. Let's see what that looks like.
Personality as inherited survival.
Yeah. I'm just independent. I don't need nobody. Super independent. Struggle to ask for help. Pride in doing everything alone. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I can see it if someone doing that, but I don't. Hyper independence, yeah, definitely. I don't see. I don't know if that would be inherited survival. I think that's um not inherited. I think that's like societal sort. Like people get a switch flip and be doing shit that they don't even realize they do. Or like,
But I mean, you got shit like people that don't, like you got motherfuckers that don't talk about themselves. You know what I'm saying? They've learned to talk in certain ways when you talk. You know what I'm saying? They don't even talk. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different ways. It ain't something that you can say is a real big deal, but yeah, it's different ways that people can express that. Like they inherit, they use using like that's another like using laughter as a way as a defense or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Using jokes or laughter as a defense and stuff like that. People scared and they laugh instead of yeah, you know what I'm saying? Admit that they scared or something like that. These traits are developed because they see, you know what I'm saying?
I see where you headed with that because I've done that before. Like this, like I was like maybe I was watching a scary movie and now I gotta walk down this long dark ass hallway and I just heard something back here. So I'm just gonna laugh my ass back here. Because if something jump out, I'm fucking you up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I get that. But like
traits that can be picked up and that you use as protection or something like that for yourself. That you know what I'm saying? Inherent traits like that. But
I get, but I don't see. Okay, so but me laughing while I'm going down this hallway ain't nothing I could have inherited from somebody. I don't. That's a human trait, more or less. I would think. I don't think that's something like. I mean, I get your example, but
About making people.
no, well that too, like because people have seen like yeah, like people that like that, like meet new people. You know what I'm saying? It's different ways that you can inherit from your people about.
I think more or less the inherited survival would be like a family of 10. If you're not loud and vocal at the dinner table, you might not get
Get hurt,
nothing on your
right.
plate.
Right.
Like, hey, pass me that fucking chicken. You gotta
Yeah.
be aggressive in this moment. So you go out now you out around other people who didn't
Right.
grow up with
So
you,
now you
and you
do-
pass me the fucking chicken at
Right,
Applebee's.
Right.
Like that is kind of an inherited survival trait I can see.
Pass me the fuck.
Like, quote that shit now. Pass me the fucking chicken. I'm getting that shit on the t-shirt. Nah, but yeah, like I don't know. So like, okay, so if somebody, I don't know, because women are too independent. And you hear this thing about women talking about they had to turn on their masculine mode or whatever to survive. That's bullshit. I'm sorry. That's just bullshit. Because how you can't survive in feminine mode? How you can't survive as a lady?
Because they said that they had to take on, like women raising kids by themselves. They taking on the mother and the father.
You're not though. See, okay, I can understand where you get, but here again, okay. See, here's my problem. Here's really my problem. I come from a world where none of that shit don't make sense. Of every single mother, and I'm gonna put it in full light to you because I'm being full transparent on these days. All of my cousins have the same last name that I have, Alexander. We all have our mother's last name. That's my grandfather's last name, meaning none of our mothers were married to our fathers. So, like, I can see, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that don't mean that it has to be that I have to act a certain way because that's our family dynamic.
But I mean, it goes into, to me, it is kind of looped up because it plays a part into the same prototype that they said that is not like basically like them having to raise families, you know what I'm saying, cut the grass.
But you don't, because that's the point of it. None of my auntie, my uncle cut his sister's grass.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they saying.
My
what if
cousins,
they don't have that family dynamic like that?
So that's what I'm saying. That's how I'm fucked up because this is what I saw.
Right.
Ain't no woman about to suffer through this bush. Fuck you, he left. Okay, you can't feed them tonight. Bring all your kids over the fuck over here. Everybody about to eat today. Y'all gonna lay down in this bed. We gonna take y'all home in the morning.
But that's what I'm saying, and that's the crazy part. And that's what a lot of it is.
Everybody didn't have that. Yeah.
But that's what a lot of it is that a lot of it is this right here. Exactly what we're on. Because it's giving everybody a solid opinion about something that's not solid. Your family dynamic was not somebody else's family dynamic to make a solid opinion about that. But it is like when you say that, like then that's what I'm saying. But it's a lot of women that feel like that. It's a lot of women that have been through that, and there's so many that feel like now they're doing things like they're getting a job, they're paying the bill, they're the ones, you know what I'm saying, buying the cars, they taking their cars to get an oil change and all of this type of shit. And they have to so-called live like a man. And I mean, and okay. My whole point to that is I can understand that. But if that's the case, right? If that's the case, ain't men living like women? If they have to learn to wash their own clothes, cook their own meals, and you know what I'm saying?
And we can't say that because now it's gay.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah.
You want us to say you doing a woman?
So
Oh wow.
It's kind of and it's kind of hard. And then they also say it in the dynamic of once a man and a woman get together, that dynamic that you was talking about supposed to take place. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays, that is not the majority. The majority nowadays is both of them either work. You know what I'm saying? She still has to work. She still has to help provide of what's going on in the biz, in the household and stuff like that. And some men expect her to still come home and cook and clean and shit like that. Where
See,
and I'm
again, that takes me back to,
and I'm gonna say, y'all, to me, and like I guess this is where I'm like him, and then from my experience and the men that I've been surrounded with, they know how to cook. They know how to wash their clothes. We learned all of this shit young.
I cook everything, but I ain't wash. I don't know how.
Right, but it is
I
not.
still take my.
You know,
clothes off.
it's to the point, but you can't. You understand? You ain't. If it's a problem, I ain't gonna put that burden on you, woman. I'm gonna take that to my mama. You know what I'm saying? Well, she ain't tripping. You know,
No, when I was married, my ex-wife was mad that she couldn't do my laundry.
and
I'm saying
what
what
I'm
I'm my house.
you
Don't
know
worry.
why? And that's what I'm saying. That's because of that dynamic. And that's what I'm saying. Because they want that, they want to feel like they do. If you don't allow them, and that's how it is. A lot of men that I know, we either our parents will still do this shit, or they have taught us to do the shit that you know what I'm saying. So you ain't really doing this shit all the time. The men that I know. Now, is it men out here that's telling that expecting you to still cook and shit while both of y'all got jobs? Then I would say that is wrong. You know what I'm saying?
I can't say it's necessarily wrong. I just say y'all got to figure out y'all own family structure.
Exactly.
Gotta figure out how y'all.
Exactly.
And if you ain't gonna do
What
that, then
works
don't
for
do
you.
this shit. Tell this motherfucker.
What works for
But
y'all,
that's kind of to my point right there, exactly, because earlier as we was talking about to the 14, 15-year-old mind frame,
Yeah.
I can't see how a woman will deal with a motherfucker who don't do shit. You go out, make all the money, and then come home and he wants you to. How do you? Why is he in your life?
Because see, and that's what I'm saying. I can't say it's some women out here that, and that's what I'm saying. That gets into another branch of a whole bunch of things. Because you got
Man,
some
we got
women,
episodes on this
right,
topic alone.
you got some women over here that like the control factor. You know what I'm saying? Your ass ain't doing shit. I can control your motherfucking ass and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Some women like the fact that, hey, this motherfucker is available to me at all times. He gonna be all moosey poo. He gonna be all on me because he needs me. You know what I'm saying? Some women like to be needed. And some women that just they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got shit. Okay, I got a little something and I'll take care of you.
All right, just be here.
And we gotta admit that there's some women out here that's getting shit that ain't theirs no fucking way. They living off of something else anyway. So bringing another motherfucker that ain't got shit into this situation ain't no problem, because I just get rid of you and bring another motherfucker in. And you know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of dynamics to that still causes this shit to go. And like I said, you got some women that need that moosey poo, and they need to be felt, and that motherfucker will give it to them. You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole bunch of dynamics, and that's on. I hate to say it, that's on them. They accept it. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it really boils down to with me. That's on you, because you can't like the girl. You remember that video on TikTok? That girl, that Tessa, whatever, who married the dude who didn't have a job and kept like, and it was like a whole 2-hour video on TikTok. But like you did that, like you let that man, like for real. If a man done strung you along for 6-7 years, you done married him, and you ain't even ever been to his job, you did that to yourself. Like what? However, he got over when
Wait a minute, so
you did that to yourself.
He
Bro, you-
fooled her that he had a job.
Man, bro, dude, nah, man, this dude did all kind of shit. Like he, first of all, he was married. His story was he was married to somebody else, so he divorced her to be with her or whatever. So they was kind of, you know what I'm saying, all that. He somehow kept producing income statements that he owed money. So he was like, oh well, I need help with moving this money. Can you give me 10,000 this week? And blah 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 blah. So he would turn that go hustle that 10,000, then make some money, and then survive on that for a while. But eventually he keep coming back using her shit. He done moved in her house, signed names in her houses in her name, and all kinds of like, man, bro, you gotta watch this video. You gotta just watch, you gotta scroll through this shit and just see how ridiculous this story is. It ain't no way.
But you gotta think of crazy shit. It's out there like that. Some people are,
I can't.
and they call it crazy in love, but it's some people that are just so attached. Like
I get that.
like remember the story about this heifer was an astronaut, dog.
No,
You remember that story about the astronaut?
we got a whole nother episode topic right now. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna definitely do that one day. We're gonna pull up all these videos. We're gonna do all these shits.
The lady,
I don't remember that.
she's an astronaut,
No.
and she wore her
I
astronaut
love astronauts.
diaper.
I would have loved this story. Wait, I don't know.
She wore her astronaut diaper to drive across country and find this dude that was cheating on her. And to kill this motherfucker. Yeah, this lady was an astronaut. And Joe, you remember that story? Yeah, dog, she drove for miles and wore her astronaut diaper so she didn't have to stop and piss. This is how determined she was, so she can go and catch this motherfucker cheating in like 3 states away and caught this motherfucker and killed him, man. You understand? She was in love. Girl. That's what her excuse was.
See,
That's her excuse
I'm
was.
glad we're having this
She was
episode.
in love.
See, this is what we have to do to break these generational curses. We got to stop labeling shit that ain't shit. But it's fucking psycho. That is not love.
But hey, I'm telling you, you understand? But this is what I'm saying, and you got this on different levels. So you know what I'm saying? What one motherfucker want, this is what it is.
Bro, I'm sitting there holding it. Like, why ain't he like this blunt?
Hey, you got a lot, yeah.
I thought. We be having hot thoughts.
Black and brother.
All right, let's see what we got else to continue here. I don't trust people easily. I don't know if that's necessarily a generational curse to go because, well, okay, therapy session.
I mean,
Because I don't trust people, period. And that's for one particular reason. Well, transparency. I hate that people can see this shit because they don't get back for whatever. I don't trust my mother. So I was shown at a point in my life that can't 1,000% trust this. So I don't trust nobody. I don't think that's inherited. But what do you feel?
I mean, I guess I don't know because at some point, is it inherited or is it just taught behavior? Because you can pick it up from your parents. Your parents being not trusting people, you can pick up not trusting nobody. But from being lied to and finding out that shit is lies and shit, you can become a non-trusting person. And that's easily done coming from a child.
Oh, well, let me break it on down. Because shit, what it looks like. Gardening in relationships. I really don't. It's hard for me to trust them. Difficulty opening up emotionally. Nah, I wouldn't say that. I talk about my feelings all the time. Probably too much. Say. Always expecting betrayal. I don't always expect betrayal, but it's hard for people to have continued loyalty. If that makes sense.
I know what you. And seeing that
People say they loyal to you, but they not really
loyal.
You know what I'm saying? They just playing the part for the moment.
But see, I would say like some of that is that like a lot of that is learned.
But as I said, that could be always expected betrayal. In a way, I could be explaining it another way, but it could be expected betrayal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I can't say that that's inherited behavior. Like I can't say that somebody that grew up in a household that was completely open and there was no lies, period, came out to be untrusting people. But I mean, I don't know too many people that's like that because, like, from kids, we are lied to on certain levels, and it's for our protection. But when we get to a certain point, we learn this is bullshit.
That's a cycle that needs to be broken. Explain it to them kids.
Yeah, but
even if you gotta say right now, I can't explain that to you. We'll talk about it later. But explain to these kids why.
But see, you got a lot of deep shit. Like you got a lot of lies that come from so many different, like the Santa Claus bullshit. It's so many lies that's told to kids that for our own protection and to keep us enjoying childhood or something like that. I say
I can understand that,
but these lies do have an effect. You start at some point when you understand this a lie, especially if you believe
Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny negatively affect a person in their adulthood.
Because if you absolutely believe it, you know what I'm saying? When you was a child, you absolutely believed that when you found out that shit wasn't real.
Here's the thing. Again, to my point, we gotta stop lying to these kids about not about that, but if a child is asking a reason of like why we can't go get this today, and you lying to them, like those are the lies we gotta stop. Because if you having those moments and explaining that, their mentality is going to develop to a point to where when they get 8 or 9, they gonna just know Santa Claus fake. They just don't fucking figure it out. They gonna know life better.
Not really. Because you got some kids that really fall into that. You got some kids that really, really fall into that. I mean, I don't know.
That's the belief. I just think that people just choose to participate in Christmas to a certain degree. Like they just love the holiday so much, so they're gonna go all out and be blah blah blah.
No,
but they don't necessarily believe.
No, I'm saying that yes, they really it's children.
I mean, children, yeah, but by the time they get to a certain age,
and that's what I'm saying.
That shit dies out. Ain't no 15-year-olds believing in Santa Claus.
Right, but some of them, when they find out that shit that's their introduction to life, that devastate them. They like, this is fucked up. Hold on. So this is what bullshit is? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. They learn, so you motherfuckers will lie to me. All right, now it's like, okay, I got to be on the shit that you tell me. You know what I'm saying? Get this bullshit out. Right. Now it's like you were for real, man. Like, they like, oh, okay.
You like that?
No, I'm just saying because I'm gonna tell you, it's hard in certain families. It's hard in certain families. It's hard because while you trying to sneak around, first of all, kids band up and being nosy and shit like that. But like I said, it's in cases, it's some kids that they believe it, they get hooked on that shit because their parents do the setup without them knowing, and Santa Claus came. And they like, oh shit, I know, because mom and them ain't had none of this shit.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? This is fucking.
No, bro.
That's why. You know, when you were a kid.
Why I didn't believe.
What?
Because I'm like, bro, I just went to sleep like 2 hours ago. Ain't no way all this shit the motherfucker just came in our house. I didn't hear shit. Did all of this. Yeah, man. That's what I kids believe in. I tell me what's going on. That's why I did my mom. Like, tell me what's going on. That didn't happen. Ain't no man just coming. We live in an apartment. We ain't even got a chimney. How he do all that?
Hold on, Doc, right now.
And then I slept by the door. So I'm like, he would have had to push me out the way. Fuck y'all, man. Y'all lying, dog. Nah. Fuck
But
that.
you got motherfuckers that believe. You got right now. We live in a society where comic books and shit is. You understand? What I'm right? You see where I'm going?
I
These
can't do that.
motherfuckers,
man.
these motherfuckers, they believe is they
I
want
get
that shit. They want magic to
Want
be
it.
real, dog.
I mean, magic is real.
But that's what I'm saying on that
That's
type
what
of level.
you talking about none other thing.
Right.
Magic is real.
I'm so see, look, look.
Magic real.
Magic real.
Santa Claus, we talking about sit there and faint. You know what I'm saying? Santa Claus ain't magic.
Magic is
Oh, yeah.
misunderstood science.
See, everybody got a different idea of magic. Santa Claus is part of magic because of the, now what we know now is it's a myth. But if a motherfucker can squeeze, if a motherfucker can deliver
Santa Claus is a
presents
folk
all
tale.
around the world in one fucking night,
That's a folk tale.
tell me that's not magic.
That's
Tell
a
me,
folk tale.
wait a minute though.
Everybody
But you
participated.
can compare,
Weird.
but you can compare him.
They make magic,
Watch
but
Truman Show and they'll be like, "Oh man!"
But wait a minute, you can compare him to Superman. You can compare him to Superman. You can compare him to these same things. You know what I'm saying? And then you get into, you can compare him to angels. You can compare him to entities. You understand? This is the type of shit that goes
because
on.
for one, okay, outside of Superman, like Gambit could be a real person. Bullseye could be a real person.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Like the
Bullseye,
dude in
Yeah.
Justice League, Will Smith played, he didn't have no powers. He just didn't miss.
he was like Bullseye.
Right. So
He was a Bullseye.
that, like, when you talk superhero shit, that's
No,
about
wait a minute.
abilities.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Now it is people out here that's marksmen like that.
Right.
But you taking away Bullseye abilities was more than that. It was like that he could not miss, period. Like what somebody would call the impossible shot, where you got marksmen that know how to do this shit offhand, and they would tell you this is a fucking impossible shot. He can make that shit with fucking ease. This was his ability was
That's
super, like, and that's what I'm saying. If you it gets into
that's like
beyond,
it's like he had the autism of gun shooting. You know what I'm saying?
no, it go further than that. That's what I'm
A
saying.
little bit further,
Yeah.
but it's that shit is achievable. Is
It's
what I'm saying.
dangerous.
It's achievable.
I don't think
Santa Claus ain't achievable.
I don't know. I mean, have anybody ever tried to?
It ain't no
around
North
the
Pole,
world?
man.
He said it ain't the North Pole. It is the North Pole, not living.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
well, it ain't no station at the North Pole. Ain't no Santa station at the North Pole. It's a North Pole, it's a South Pole, but it ain't no elves and shit up there making toys all year round. That's the bullshit.
That's the bull.
Superheroes can exist.
See, but if superheroes can exist, we have to give leeway to them. Okay, listen to me.
He's the bunny.
If
Bunnies don't lay
superheroes-
eggs.
What about Flash? No, he said bunnies. Okay, that I don't
Usain
know.
Bolt.
I don't. Okay, no.
You know where that come from? That is Ishtar. She was a representation of fertility. So
Yeah.
eggs, right?
Yeah,
Eggs
blah, blah, blah.
of a woman,
No.
but rabbits fuck a lot. So, rabbits. You
You're
know
not
what I'm
gonna-
saying?
But see, that's the stuff that
You're not gonna make sense.
I'm saying. Kids should get to a point of age of 9 and 10 and just say, "Hey,
This shit
bunnies don't have eggs."
Right. But that's what I'm saying. It ain't. It's still like a whole. It's when they kids they believe. It.
Wait, did she just pass this back?
Right. And some of them, yes.
We hit it once.
When they get to the, you did you?
That's good. I hit it some point. What?
I think she just passed it back, and I just passed it to you. Oh, then give me my head. I'm finish my head.
But anyway, yeah, like the Senate, I'm telling you, man, at a certain age, kids do find out. And some of them are devastated. This is where they find out lies.
We're gonna give up on that.
I said
bullshit.
this is where they
That's
learn lies.
bullshit.
That's where they learn. It's like,
That's up to the parents to control. I don't know, man.
that's where they learn lies.
I
And they-
feel like
you lie.
if your child is developing at the correct pace, and some do develop quicker than others, I get it. But we talking about teenagers.
No, that I will give you that. By the teenage years, no, they don't believe. But that's what I'm saying. At this point, they
So you
believe
saying
that their
that's-
parents are liars now. They
So that's what
These
you saying
the
is
motherfuckers
that I
know.
don't trust people.
exactly.
And
They're
they're
not
not
trusting.
trust.
That's
Okay.
where they get that. It's like I don't trust you no more, motherfucker. Lied about Santa Claus.
So this is where I thought they were going to it. So they say possible roots, historical and lived experiences of betrayal, institutional racism, broken trust in systems, community, and family hurt. Stay ready, you don't get hurt. Mindset.
I don't understand that.
Like you like keep an armor on. So ain't nobody like I really have
Oh, that's what they develop.
I have a armor in with me when it comes to business. When like how you say expected betrayal, I don't expect betrayal, but I've been let down so many times that when somebody says that they can do something and that something doesn't get done, I don't even didn't expect you to be able to do that. in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't have
To let that. Yeah.
whatever. Like once instance, I don't do any business with church people. In all my years of business, there's only been 4 times that I didn't get paid. 3 of them were when I was working for the church.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I do have expected behaviors there, but I don't think it's from. That's not a generational curse. That's from dealing with these people
Right.
who told me I can't trust you.
Right.
Yeah, good. And then last one, reframe. Discernment is wisdom, but chronic distrust can block safe connection. And that's what I fear and feel like I don't let it affect me. But how do you think that that's something people do?
Yeah. Well, definitely. Because people go into shit cautiously, and some people go into it too cautiously. Like they expect, like you just said, they can expect you to trust this. So they don't let you in, or they don't open up like they should. I'm saying.
Yeah, just touching on a couple again. We keep pulling these exact words out. The next 2 say what I chose or what I displayed as our generational curse in my family is I have a short temper. That's just me. So we'll touch on that. And then the next one after that was I don't talk about my business. So they don't open up, right? So let's break those down a little bit. I have a short temper. That's just me. What it looks like: quick emotional reactions, defensiveness, escalation, and conflict. Possible survival route. Growing up in environments where being loud, assertive, reactive meaning being heard, staying safe. Like I was talking about at the dinner table. Learned responses to constant stress or threat. That's one that I think you can definitely kind of pinpoint. Learned responses to constant stress or threat. So like kids are cruel, right? When we grew up, there were certain responses that we had to have as kids. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be a punk, you couldn't well back in our days you couldn't copycat off nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Certain things like that would get you addressed in ways. Learn response to constant stress. So what's some learned responses that we had that we dealt with? Whether they be survival from generations or from
Jonas.
yeah, boy, you had to.
Jonas was one.
You had to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to have a couple jokes on You had to have a couple that nobody heard before.
And that was good. So you learn that quick.
Yeah.
And then like just oh man. Okay.
It was so one thing that I recognize, and again, this isn't generational. I think this is more territorial or geographical.
Think of generation.
But like being on the north side versus the south side or the west side. So
Yeah.
growing up on the north side, and I'm talking about North County, by the way. I ain't talking about this. Let's see, Park County. Like if me and you hanging out or whatever, and I wanted you to do something for me, it would have to be an exchange. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't just do some shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I got on the south side, it's more or less like dealing with the people on the south side. Nobody's gonna do shit for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gonna have to figure out that shit on yourself. On the west side, shit, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, if they had it, you need it there. Like that's the kind of mentality. Like they don't need nothing back or expect nothing back. Like that's the kind of mentality that most people are accounting on the west side have. So those are like kind of survival traits that I feel like I had to instill. Like growing up on the north, that I had to always be ready to have something to exchange for somebody. I always had to have something in my back pocket to pull out in case I needed something in an emergency. I have to be able to do something for you at all given time. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm like when I leave my house, all right, what's my hustle? What you know what I'm saying? I have to have that on me at all times. That's one thing.
Yeah.
All right. Anger can be a signal, but it may be protecting deeper emotions. I can see that too. That people get anger just to like for me, example, if I cry, it's like if you see me cry, just get away from it. Because when I cry, it's because I'm so angry and I don't know what else to do. So my next thing, so, nobody's about to get hurt.
Right.
So when I cry, I'd be like so confused, like what the like, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing, the defense thing, like you said, defense mechanism kind of thing. Laugh or cry. I cry to keep from crashing. Then I crash. But
it's a lot of those defense mechanisms. People do a lot of shit. Some people talk continuously. Some motherfuckers laugh. Some motherfuckers make jokes. Some motherfuckers just get completely died.
Hey, yeah, I do one of them. I got one of them too. I will shut down because
I found them to be the most thing.
Yeah, don't I can't shut don't just leave me alone for me. I'll shut the fuck up.
But yes, it's a lot. Some motherfuckers get loud. Some motherfuckers get it's all kind of defense mechanisms.
Yeah. Okay. I don't talk about my business, what it looks like. Keep struggles private, avoiding vulnerability, even with close people. What happens in the house stays in the house. Is that something that needs to be broken? What happens in the house stays in the house.
I mean, in certain instances, not everything. I mean, I don't think everybody should just go around telling everybody they all their business, but at the same time,
no, I can see how that happens. I mean, how that's beneficial though.
I mean, I can too, but at the same time, I mean, I guess because I do say like back in the days when neighborhoods was like neighborhoods and people, even though you didn't tell nobody your business, everybody knew your business anyway. It was a lot more safer and stuff like that for kids to play and stuff going on. Got cut at the roots, you know what I'm saying? People wasn't as ruthless out in the open and in the multitude, I would say.
What's that? This is the generational curses, but inherited behaviors. What? Damn, I feel attacked. Money comes and goes. I just live for today. How is that? Man, hold on. I don't get this. Okay, let's read it. Difficulty save. No, I don't have difficulty saving. Spending as emotional relief. No. Okay, I just misunderstood this solely because this solely I felt attacked by money comes and goes. I know this, yes. Money, I ain't tripping off of a dollar bill. Like I know I gotta make money every day, but I ain't gonna sit here and trip off of shit. You need $20 here, man. I ain't gonna hey man, where my money? You I'm just tripping off of that. As I said that. Hold on.
Really high.
Last week.
The 30? Yeah. I sent that to you. In cash. I sent you $39 in cash. The other night with the 10 I sent you 39. So it's 49. Yeah, I sent you 39 with 40 and $10 and the $30.
Hold on. I'll go back to that. Hold on. Man, you gotta communicate better.
Yeah.
Fuck. Let me not overpay Rob. Yes. I was like, I got too much money with my cash app. Y'all didn't charge me right. And he's like, all right, go back over there. Then they charged me another 50.
Yeah.
Damn it, man.
See how you
I don't like you right now.
Any more money?
Because I'm saying too much money on my cash app.
They charged them.
Anyway, man,
Enjoy.
I fucked up. We done with this one. This one's in. Let's fuck around and game on road thing. Take my cash app right. This show is over. You done. So, culture versus conditioning. Okay. Why? Communication styles, respect in the household, strength and resilience, and our financial habits. Privacy and boundaries. I guess roles in the family. Yeah, I guess that goes back to you saying the mother had to be everything in the household. But I mean, still, even though, right, like unless you in a city without any family, that shouldn't even be.
But
I don't see how you get there.
because you have just like okay said, man, you got some people their family don't do that, man. Some people don't fuck with each other. Look, man,
That's my fuck.
you got some
Just
people
like
that
old
don't.
girl.
Yeah,
Let's be 9,000% honest, right? I'm not gonna say every situation, but some situations.
okay, and I can understand that. But even still, that still leaves her in a position where she's still doing it by herself. Plus, in a
You do it
sense,
yourself.
but I mean, I can't say that because, like, you got a lot of, and I know myself. I know myself, man, just as well as I know plenty of dudes that have got into relationships with women. And, you know what I'm saying? Try to make it work. They take care of their kids. They do their thing. I know a ton of dudes that will mess with a chick, get her pregnant, like disappear. I give a damn. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got nothing to offer. He ain't got nothing to give her. He just gone to hell with. And then, man,
Okay, time out. Especially on that last one. She did it to her damn self.
I mean,
Why are you any two adults who know that their bodies can produce a baby? If you go through the actions that can produce that baby, you all that responsibility is on you, rather the other person is involved or not.
okay, wait a minute. Now it take two to tango, right?
Yeah.
Now,
But if I get a woman pregnant and she decides she don't have nothing to do with that baby, I also created that baby. She can have all the decisions she wants.
Yeah, but it,
If I didn't do the specs to make sure that this woman wants to raise this baby with me, wants to raise this baby in a way that I agree in, if I didn't A, B, C, and D, I shouldn't have been putting this baby in her.
that's true. That's completely true. But
That's just the way I feel about that, man. I don't give nobody no passes on that. If you got pregnant by a motherfucker because you did what it takes to get pregnant.
I mean, somebody got to take care of the baby anyway. So,
Yeah. So
and I understand.
and you can't blame. I don't blame nobody because there's deadbeat mamas out here too. So I don't blame. Yay. It's two people, and like they say, it's 50 conversation. It ain't no 50-50. It's 100. That's how it is in parenting. It ain't no 50-50 taking care of no child. Both of y'all made this child. Both of y'all responsible for this child. Whoever got to do it. If it's me, if it's you, if it's us, child got to be taken care of. That child didn't decide to be here.
But that's what I'm saying. And within that, some of them feel like that they playing both. And that comes with
No. Single father. I'm never playing mommy role. Never. I'm daddy. I'm never mommy. I can't see that. You mommy. How are you daddy? You can't. A woman can't teach a boy how to be a man. It's certain things that translate in a men mentality that it just don't cross over.
Right. And I understand what you're saying. But I'm just telling you what it's saying. That's what's saying. It's just in the taking care of.
Well, we're here to address it and break this shit. No.
In the taking care of and the having to do with the providing part for the whole family and everything, they feel like this bring
The
out.
message is it takes a village. It always takes a village. No matter who you are.
But the village is dead.
No, it's not. The village is there.
The village
Just
is
like old girl who came in and that's what she would say. She would say the village is dead, but the village ain't dead. You played that card the wrong way.
true. But
You could have been having a whole conversation and explaining and blah blah blah, and we could have been pulling resources and having a whole different kind of event for that day.
right.
You see what I'm saying? But you can't say that that's the village is ready for you. When the tornado hit, I drove by so many people who had stands just giving shit out.
Right.
It's still happening now. They still got tornado relief a whole year and a half. Like, no, the village is here for you. People just they want to be the victim.
I mean, but some people don't know about this village. Like it's a whole, and I'll be saying that, like, man, it is completely different when I met and came around all of this and jumped into all of this. It's completely different being on the outside of this, being out there. People that don't know shit about it. That's why it's like advertising to people and shit like that. It's some people that be like, what the fuck y'all?
Here's what they mindset, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
This
shit is on. What? This shit is scary.
Because that's real.
Every time you say something, it's on the nose.
Yeah, it's real. Because and that's where they be at, and they don't know that it's out there, so they living in what they are in. Man, it's a whole life of shit out there. Man.
You see, you keep on pulling my points out because just like we can talk about unhoused people. They did it to themselves.
Yes, sir.
Most of them, and half of the time, they don't even want no help. I'm not trying to give food to the homeless people that that shit.
Yeah, that's because a lot of them motherfuckers ain't really homeless. A lot of them, because like again, the partner that we was talking about earlier, people swore that this cat was homeless. This cat had his own apartment, but he would never sit down. He used to just walk the streets and bum cigarettes off people. And people would swear he was homeless, but he had his own car and own apartment. But he would just do this, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of these people, which that's a whole mental health thing we need to find out about right there, because it's a lot of people out here that have went crazy, and they all have the same kind of resembling symptoms that they do. And I don't know where the fuck this shit came from, but it just happened out of nowhere at some point in generations.
And syrups.
Yeah, whatever the fuck, this shit just started going zoop. And I don't know what
What
the fuck it is.
symptoms are you referring?
Like just that, like where they just go crazy. It's a numbness in the eye. Like you done seen these people out here that just like be walking and talking and just like older. Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, but it's a couple of, and that's a damn shame too. It's like it's people that I recognize that's out here like this that I went to school. I grew up with, you know what I'm saying? I say walking down the school halls and stuff like that. And I can pull up on the corner and this cat just walk up like, hey man, you got a light? And you get, it's these symptoms are just like, it's crazy people out here.
Bro, that's
And I don't know how that happened.
syrup.
Yeah, I guess. But these people I know didn't do that. They just went, I'm telling you, they did not do that. It is a lot of crazy people that just
A lot of drug addicts.
lost it.
They're real with you, man. The homeboy I told you earlier about who knew all that shit, who was
Yeah.
on point with that boy about more pills now than
But
but he was sitting there and tell
He
you
smoked
everything.
was it weak?
Man, he would smoke, pop pills, drink whatever. He didn't give a fuck. Shoot. What the fuck?
Wow.
That man was just on.
Yes.
And then turn around and start meditating and praying to God. And bro, man,
True.
yeah.
Yes.
He
This
was
was
that's why he come out and I tell you the batteries be all out the TVs and shit.
yeah,
He flipped off.
yeah,
Man.
he was on drugs.
Bro was on some shit, but at the same time, crazy and know some shit.
Right.
You on point with that. So, but I can't like.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a lot
It's
of
the drug.
crazy people. I don't think it's all drugs.
Not,
But yes, homeless people.
it ain't all.
Not true. That's what I'm saying. It's some crazy. It's just some craziness out there. But homeless people out here and shit, they don't help.
I mean, they got that lifestyle. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure some of them would like to have a different aspect or a different way of being, but I like
So
that's a like
some of them did what we call giving up, but
Right.
they are happy not having to pay no motherfucking bill, not having to worry about just government shit, period, participating in any of the shit. They can go begging, they can go fishing, they can go doing some shit and living they tend to be happy little motherfuckers. But what's that about?
Like,
Yeah.
I talk about my bro Sneak all the time. Right? Like they talk about Sneak,
The
the
majority.
homeless rapper cracking up. Like that's just that way that man moved. He got a home to go to. He got a bed to lay in.
Yeah.
But that man just be out here
there
moving.
Yes. And that's
He got a hustle on the south side. Oh shit, it's this time of day. His hustle on the west side. He got to figure out how to get to a bus stop and get $3 from somebody so he can get on this bus. Then he got to get out there and figure out how he got to get the money so he can go talk to the person. Like he just be moving like he moved 24 hours a day so he don't be home
right.
type shit. Like, but they, you know what I'm saying? Like homeless people don't be like they choose. Like some of them, I would say a good 60% of them choose that lifestyle.
Yeah. They give up. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they just sit down one day like,
I'm tired of dealing with all of this bullshit. I'm tired of feeling like I gotta go to work every day. I'm tired of all the paying rent and all of this shit. Fuck them.
that shit only lasts for 2 days for me though. I might, man, bro. I swear to God, I could only be broke for a day and a half. By the second day, halfway through the day, I done broke out of that much. I can't do it. I cannot sit there and do what? Give up? Man, please.
In
No.
perspective, I saw a
I
thing
swear.
on the internet, little Jamaican man sitting on the thing on the side of the river with a little He pulled up like 6 fish. He was like,
Yeah, right.
we got a good meal for today. I'm happy.
All
Go
right.
back to it.
A little tent.
Hey,
What
not
kind?
10, but he had a nice little house. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, bro. Look. In the you go in the middle of a forest or some shit, bro. Look, you knock down X amount of trees on this side, X amount of trees on this side, this side, and this side. You start digging a hole. You can make a whole house out of mud and them trees right there.
Yeah.
You don't owe nobody shit, no land taxes.
Get you away.
It's just you build that shit up high enough, put shit so some snakes can't just fall in on you as you sleeping, or get that shit high up in a tree to you can sleep in the tree if you want to. Like, bro, man, shit.
It's like,
Make that shit happen.
but see, some people like shit like electricity.
Yeah,
And plumbing.
some.
Right, yeah.
Well, shit, you got everything you need. Shit, hey, bro, that's exactly how I envision the end.
What?
Me on an island with
Everything.
7 other people,
Just 7 other
and I'm fucking 3 of them.
Oh my.
So that's the way I envision the end. That's exactly. That's the. Man, we so far away from society.
Oh my.
Ain't no cell phone services.
Yeah.
If we hear a boat, a plane, it's a couple of miles away. That motherfucker ain't even looking for us. That's how I envision the end.
Or did you want electricity?
No, I don't want for what?
The sun
For what?
and the night.
Hydroelectricity. Yeah, we will have electricity from a waterfall.
Waterfall.
Power, like Niagara Falls. That's how we get electricity.
Okay.
You don't need no plug into no circuits and shit. Don't need no Wi-Fi. None of it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you need Wi-Fi if we're gonna do a podcast or something. Maybe we can do a podcast out there. You're gonna have to have a strong ass Wi-Fi.
Coconuts.
Yeah, coconut Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's perfect right there. That's how life should be. Exactly like that. Shit, I don't even expect to live that be 80.
Yeah.
I don't even want to make it that long. That's too long on this earth. That's too damn long. Unless I got grandkids, that's about the only thing to make it worth living. Shit. Well, damn. I guess that's coming. So.
Yeah.
You know, shit. my baby girl, I ain't even thought about her getting married or nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't even like I know all that's going. I don't know. She's a player. She might not get married. She like Meg the Stallion. She be going through heartbreak and then they had 3 dudes the next day.
Oh. Yeah, you a little you.
Yeah. Oh no, she 20.
Damn.
About to be 20. Shit. All right, I ain't got no outro plan, so how we gonna end this show today?
We're gonna say thank y'all for tuning in and watching and
Thank
listening to us. And we should take y'all on the walk down to the water.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got to end on that. We got something to talk about down there. We'll figure it out while we rolling up. We gonna roll up some weed or something. And then we got to smoke down there. That's the whole point of the Jeep. All I got is these blunts. Oh, they ice mint too. No, you don't want these.
I think it's another one in.
I have to put the last one out of there.
I got double.
You been hurt for these motherfuckers out. Yeah, that's why I said Sunday is on you. Hemp wraps on you Sunday, buddy. I'll handle Fridays. Oh shit.
Well,
Why is all y'all wraps on? Y'all don't finish a whole pack before y'all open a new pack. Every time I see y'all, it's always like this. And then I do this because I can't stand this shit. I can't stand when people don't rip the whole top off the Rello pack, man. This shit hurts the fuck out of me.
hate finding the motherfuckers up.
Yeah, you got like 7 packs. Like,
You find a little
like-
tag.
All the time. Yeah. Well, he's just gonna leave it there, so I'm not throwing it in the trash.
So you don't feather down on my fucking
Yeah, oh yeah, that'd be the worst. Yeah, and then we could be between the cars, so you gotta
You got like 12 of them down there, don't even know.
you gotta get the tip of your nails in this moment. All right, he said thank y'all for tuning in. We about to take y'all on this tour. We're gonna figure out something to say while we down there. Or not. I mean, shit. Whoever these 2 viewers been this whole time, we love y'all. We love the fuck out of y'all. Well, we were real. Oh damn, we got comments and shit. That's why we need a producer. I told you motherfuckers be leaving comments. Shit, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me see what comments we got. Oh, wait, somebody to share some money. Oh, okay. Y'all donate. I'll take it. Dollar sign popped up, and what's his name? Vindictive Archetype. Okay, best viewers. Okay, best viewer. All right, we appreciate you. We love you. I don't know if I saw everything that you sent, but I do see that much. Thank you. Appreciate you. Shout out. Man, we will be better. I promise you we'll be better. We're not on the smoke though, but
What they say?
I don't know. It's just this thing. I think that's us. I don't know. It's a whole link or something. I don't know. I can't go into it. It's just I need this to be worth it to read that. All right. We out. We mumbling. I think we got an exit video because yeah, you gonna do that on live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now see, that's the exclusive views. See, y'all gotta follow us personally to get certain shit. You know what I'm saying? It just gotta generate the that's all. Gotta generate the
To the 2
gotta
viewers,
get you your coins. That give me my coins.
you can follow me on People Streaming on Facebook. I'm gonna go live in a minute, I guess.
Yeah. Say yours. I think we got an exit video.
Came a long way from the project always. Posted at the store trapping out every day. Ain't had no handouts, I made my own way. They love when I'm down, now I'm 4 pockets straight. My plug hit my line, it's a major play. I put on for my city in a strong way. Day one, serve my enemies when they rob me. Got the money back and got it back the next day. Stitch by stitch, I ripped it. Brick by brick, I built this. Lick by lick, I hit it. Hit by hit, that's my ticket. My people hurt my feelings in the worst way. Why they wanna kill me in my birthplace? I'm living every day like it's my last day. I came up out the mud out here having my way. Stitch by stitch, I ripped it. Brick by brick, I built this. Lick by lick, I hit it. Hit by hit, that's my ticket. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Situation really made me tighten up. Same time though, I done sold the block up. My haters can't watch me run the bag up. Get the second, watch me run it like Barry Sanders. I'm with the ice cream and they can't stand us. I got about that wheelchair and ran my bands up. I'm a young black CEO, wanna come up. Stitch by stitch, I ripped it. Brick by brick, I built this. Lick by lick, I hit it. Hit by hit, that's my ticket. My people hurt my feelings in the worst way. Why they wanna kill me in my birthplace? I'm living every day like it's my last day. I Came up out the mud out here having my way. Stitch by stitch, I ripped it. Brick by brick, I built this. Leg by leg, I hit it. Hit by hit, that's my ticket. My people hurt my feelings in the worst way. Why they wanna kill me in my birthplace? I'm living every day like it's my last day. I came up out the mud out here having my way. Out here having my way. Out here having my way. Out here having my way.